do men find sexy in women?
Oh, okay, I got this one. The number one thing is confidence.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter, like what size, shape, age. I'll never forget, I was coaching this guy, and I always survey guys, you know, as I said, look at that woman over there. And there was a woman, and she was really pretty and, you know, kind of stick figure and just kind of walking stiffly. And I said, do you find that woman sexy? And he's like, well, she's pretty, but not sexy. And then a minute later, another woman walked by. She was a little heavier set, but man, she was working it. She was and she was just so comfortable in her body. Yeah. I said, do you find that woman sexy? And he's like, oh yeah. You know, so,
it's like energy,
right?
It's like comfortable in your skin. I think
Absolutely.
It really does resonate.
Yeah.
With men and women.
One of the things that men find most sexy is when a woman smiles at them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Because they take it as their ability to make you smile. Yeah. And I think that is a very sexy thing to have that ability, for them to feel that ability to make us happy.
Give something to you, give you that happiness,
you know,
that spark.
I gotta say, I'm a size 14 and I live in Los Angeles, so it's typically a size 0 city, right?
Right.
And I walked around for a lot of years apologizing for my size. And it wasn't until I changed how I felt about my size, and the key difference for me that you're talking to is I stopped apologizing for my size and I celebrated my shape.
Ooh,
love it.
Can I tell you, my husband used to call me his little lady, and the minute I started dressing for my shape, he's like, who is the sexy mama I'm married to? And I was like, that's right.
I love it.
It's size versus shape.
It's not hiding in the clothes, regardless of your size or your age or whatever, but it's celebrating the shape, because men always say they love the curve of a woman.
Men want to feel virile and masculine. They do. And when you can create a situation where you're allowing them to feel that way, stepping fully into being a woman.
I really like this
It's
comment.
sexy.
I was thinking that a really attractive quality is receptivity. So that when a woman allows a man to provide for her or give to her, and I don't mean necessarily financially, just provide, like, can I take you out for
Allow
dinner?
her to feel like a lady.
Can I open the door for you? Can I run this errand for you? Can I pick this up for you on my way home? And I think in our culture, again, talking about the gender shift and how we're in the workplace even more, and we're taking on a masculine
making more
role,
money.
and often making more money.
Yeah.
Very good point. We've gotten so used to being independent and self-sufficient. No, you don't have to do that for me. I can do it for myself. I got it.
Yeah.
And it makes them feel like they can't do anything for you. Like, why am I around then if I can't contribute to your life?
It's confusing for men right now.
It's totally confusing.
really is.
I have to tell you, my boyfriend said to me very early on, he said, you are so sexy because you love being a woman. And you know what? I hadn't really thought about it because I can be a little brazen. I can be a little out there. I'm not a shy wallflower, but you know what? The truth is I do love being a woman.
Yeah.
And I like being a woman because I like him being a man.
Yeah.
And I think that is
So
a really
celebrating
sexy.
that.
I think celebrating that is really super sexy.
I would agree.
Sexy.
My boyfriend's he's a provider. He likes to take care, and I think it makes him really happy when I sort of, you know what? I'm in this masculine role all day long, doing my work, pushing my company, doing whatever it is I do. And when I come home, I have to remind myself, I'm not manager, I'm not boss, I'm not like I actually tell women, I remind them, I'm like, you need to turn back into a woman. When you come home, and it doesn't mean that you need to, you know, start washing some dishes or put the groceries away or just something like that, but you just need to just get back into your femininity.
I love that shift, because you're right.
Yeah.
You do all day long, make all the decisions, run this business, make this, do that, and then you come home, and I love switching, like handing the baton.
Yes.
I love snuggling
totally
in
agree.
there and getting, like, my husband cooks and it's all really good.
But that is femininity, is receiving. That's what I feel like that's the definition.
Yeah.
Is
So
that
being
a lot of
receptive,
women will say, but I don't want to dumb down.
But there's a difference between receiving and taking.
Oh, yes, there
And that's
is.
so important.
What do you mean? Explain.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Because I feel like women have a struggle receiving a lot of times, because that means that you have to be vulnerable, and it means that
you're not independent enough.
I mean, allowing men to do things for us.
Whereas, so a lot of women, so there's, it's kind of two camps: gold digger, taker. Versus a woman who's in her power and still is allowed to receive and give.
Well, we lack this
love
paradigm
that.
in our culture where we can be independent and dependent at the same time. We sort of have this Hercules mentality.
Smarty, I love it.
But I'm just saying we have this Hercules mentality, like we got to do it all ourselves, and we there's no okayness about being independent and self-sufficient, but also then being dependent.
Being a woman is not weak.
No.
It's not
at all.
It's not weak. It's just being a woman, and I think sometimes women get afraid that if they step too fully into that, they're going to appear to be weak or feel weak, and
Vulnerability.
That's right, but vulnerability can be sexy.
I think it's vulnerability and feeling safe in that vulnerability.
That's right.
Also,
So for men-
again, the independent, dependent.
So for men, the thing that they find sexy is confidence, and they find sexy women that allow them to be men. Yeah.
Receptivity.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah. Cheers to men, guys.
Cheers to men.